where he standing up with us. Just gotta get that going, okay? That position is usually filled by the men who have high esteem for someone, okay? Naturally, he's a good leader, he's a good speaker, he's proud, and he addresses the public well. He carries himself well, and they're proud of him. So they will pull him up, and naturally, he becomes that position with their backing him up, okay, naturally. Then there's an official words that come out. Okay, they firm him up, okay, within a public session. They let everyone know that this is just going to get that going. And he will be in that position that he explained to you right here, like taking care of the house. So that when the council is in session, no one is just breaking in. Once it starts crossing back and forth and they're deliberating, no one can break in on that. Okay, so that's his position there. Okay, let me go back to what you had asked. On a passport, I said Hujinshuni and Ganushuni Unwe. Okay, we have to go back to yesterday what was discussed. We are one people, right? One people. At one time, we all spoke the same. Long time ago. Okay. And then we went here, went there. And as things go, language changes. For what reason? Like now, you name children Kalunya. It means something. But all of the younger ones are saying Hawi. See how they shortened it for convenience to their life? But it means nothing. We are one people. And it was said by an old Oneida fellow in the Great Council when I was still sitting there. He stood up at 103 years old. And then he says, he's talking his language, then he says, I'm going to speak the old language now. So he starts speaking. And we're looking at each other over here in our council, and he says, that's our language. You know, that's our Ganyunkeka. Okay? So what he was trying to explain to us is when we split up, our language turned to dialects. Ganyunkaaga people hung on to their long words. Okay? And we still have it until today, where the younger people are shortening it up. Okay, that's one of the reasons why at the Grand Council that time it was explained that we should be put on there on the passport Gano Shuni Unwe, because it explains about who and what you are, what you're following. Okay, Hujino Shuni says that you're building houses, okay? You're building houses. And that comes out as a different type of understanding of who and what you are, if you know the language. Ganum Shuniunwe has already been built, okay? The peacemaker already built the house east to west, right? It's long. And it's ours responsibility to keep it strong. Do you know the interesting thing there? Starts from where the sun comes up to where it goes down, the roof and the floor. We all know what it is. But who's the walls? Who's the walls?
Four directions.
You?
Oh.
You, the people, wasum to that. You're the back of that. See? You're the back of the Ganusuni Unga. You have to keep it strong. You have to keep it standing. You see? And that's what we're doing here today. We're trying hard to keep our formalities in place. You've got to remember in those formalities, anthropologists, historians, for 500 years they've examined how we are. And they have written down, they can't believe that our people have withstood the oppression for so many years. And what they attribute that success to is because the Ganusuni Unga is based on family.
Yeah.
The whole thing, all the way through, is family. Family. The terminologies that are used, you're using, even when you're dealing with the white man, you're using brothers, okay? Cousins, the watateca. See? All of that stuff, it's always relations. It's always kept close. So that's what we're doing here today. The wachiragero, our families, over there and over there. See? We have to look at each other that way, as families. Our issues are respected. We respect our issues between each other. We respect each other, okay? Because of the issues each one of us stand for, the subjects that each one of us stand for. See, so we're always looking at each other as families, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles. That way, see? And that way it keeps a respect between all of us. The children see that and they hear that and they're going to live that. Okay? They'll be taught that in a natural way. But because today we live all in our own houses, everybody is being different. Some respect, some don't. See? So we need to more often come together to teach the natural things. Okay? All right. Okay, geez, Uncle. What else? Anyway, what's the issue you are going to talk about? Oh, okay. He says too fast, He says, is there anything you made have not understood, maybe?
I still yet don't have the clarification on clans and citizenship through the 5 nations. That doesn't clarify this. I'm looking at this form that you guys gave me. It's dated in 1978. And I understand that this is the book of the Onondaga people. Portraits that was done in the 1990s. And within this book, it clarifies 8 clans are from the Onondaga Nation. And it goes on to explain the clans. But they made a terrible mistake in this book because they put a portrait of an Onondaga clan mother, but they did not include her clan into the 8 clans. And that was Helena Casey. And you can look at this book. It's in here. It's very clear. And that's what I'm talking about, is who are the clans among the 5 nations.
Okay. This book, Onondagas have 13 clans. They don't have 8 clans. The Cayugas have, Senecas have 8 clans.
So this is a fraudulent book.
I'm not going to say it's fraudulent, I'm just going to say that it's not correct. This is the symbol of all the 50 titles. And of the 50 titles, 49 of them are the families throughout what's called, people refer to as the 5 nations. And, so every one of our clans is represented. The Ganyakahaga, we have 9 families, 9 clans. Onuyondaaga, they have 9 families, 9, what the people, that word clan is a terrible word, but the 9 families. And then you have Ondakehaga, who have the 13. Then you have the Cayugas, they have 10. And then Pentecost, they have 8 clans.
That's what
And
this book
that's what
says.
makes the 49 families. And then there was the one long title here, which is not a family title, but it's a combination of all the 49 families. And this is why the title is called Atodaho. Atodaho, it means that all the families, they're all holding their arms together. They're all connected. And what it tells us is that we're all going to be connected. Because either way you come from, you're all going to be connected to this one title. And that title belongs to all the 49 families. That's why that title is the only one that doesn't have a Yagoyan there. Because he has no family. His family is the 49 families. And that's what it means, Yuguatodaho. We are all connected to him. That's what his name means. That he's the one that connects us all together. Is this family. And that's the symbol of the compact that our people have made with each other, is that we would never spill each other's blood again, that we would always use the formula that was explained earlier, how 3 sides of the house, how the representatives and everything else look out on behalf of the interests of everyone. And there's that,